Good afternoon, everybody. Testing 1, 2, 3. I just want to make sure that everybody is able to hear me before I start. So just bear with me 1 second. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you also share this video. Okay, there we go. All right, everybody can hear me. My name is Rashida Strober. I am the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. And what that means is I created the very first movement in history to ever advocate against darkism, colorism, and dark skin discrimination. And I created this well before there was the internet, well before there was social media. I created this in 1998. Before anybody cared to speak about dark skin, I was the first to do so, and to do it in terms of creating an actual platform that is my work. That's what I do. I'm the first person to do this. Now, dark skin activism consists of me writing books. I've written more books on dark skin than anyone in the world. Those books include Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. They also include How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet, which is the very first motivational book to ever advocate against dark skin discrimination and for dark skinned women. I also wrote A Dark Skinned Girl's Triumph, the Rashida Strober story. I also wrote Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment, and A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, the play version, and also the book version. And all of my books are available. If you would like a copy of Darkism, I'm giving that one away for free at my website. My website is darkskinactivist.com. That one's for free. You can download that one for free. If you want an autographed copy, my books are $40 each if you get the books from me. And you can pay the $40 to my Cash App, $Rashidalala. Once again, $Rashidalala, and I will send you an autographed copy. And those the proceeds will go towards my legal defense fund. I'm in a legal battle right now, defending myself against someone who's been harassing me, giving me death threats, stalking me because of all the work that I'm doing. And I have a right to be the dark skin activist and to fight against this form of injustice. And in this walk, I have experienced a lot of threats, a lot of stalking, a lot of harassment, but I'm still here. So also, dark skin activism consists of me doing something that I created called Darkism Talks. Okay. Darkism Talks are, darkism, the word darkism, I created darkism to mean dark skin discrimination because I wanted to provide a framework to describe what I had been going through as a dark skinned, nappy-headed little girl. And nobody was addressing this. Nobody talked about it. Nobody cared about it. It's the big elephant in the room in the Black community. And so I would go around to my family, the ones who would halfway listen, and I would try to talk about this, and they would ignore it. They didn't talk about it. And so I decided to become the dark skin activist, essentially, become the person that I wanted to go to. I wish that there was somebody there when I was coming up as a dark skinned girl to talk to. And that's essentially where darkism came from. It led me on a lifelong journey of trying to figure out, why am I being treated differently for having dark skin? That was essentially the burning question I had. So that's where the word darkism comes from. And my book, Darkism, is a book that I've decided I'm going to continue to give that book away for free because it's helped a lot of people. A lot of people have read the book and came back and said, Rashida, thank you for writing the book. I know I'm not crazy. I know this is not all in my head no more. And so that book is actually free at my website, darkskinactivist.com. But I'm here today to ask Black women, and I just want to give you guys my introduction, just a little bit of the introduction. And there's more. There's a lot more to my story. In fact, I wrote a book and I'm editing the book called Inventing Dark Skin Activism, the Rashida Strober Story. Once again, it's called Inventing Dark Skin Activism, the Rashida Strober Story. That is the tentative title. And I will be releasing that book real soon. And you guys you'll be able to get the full story because it's just so much. But the reason I'm here today is I'm in a legal battle against a person that has viciously attacked me with death threats, had others incited death threats against me by encouraging others to send me death threats, harass me, cyber stalk me, cyber bully me. The level of emotional distress that I've gone through, I just don't even have any words for it. But by the grace of God, I'm still here. And it took me a whole month of searching for an attorney to assist me in my case, and I found one. And folks, there is a court date, and there's also a protective order in place. And the way that I was able to start off, it's very difficult because of the money factor, having enough money to be able to do this. It has been hard, but through the grace of God, God sent a person along to send me $1,000, and then I made an additional $550, put that money together, and I was able to pay my attorney to start the case for me, to get everything going. But there's still legal fees associated with this ongoing legal battle. And here's where I need help. I am in need of at least $1,500 I need to raise for the remainder of the retainer to be able to go ahead and pay for my legal assistance. And I'm asking everybody that's in the sound of my voice, if you would please make a contribution to my Cash App, which is $Rashida. If y'all want to see justice, let me tell you something. It's hard to get justice. Y'all just don't know the struggle that I went through trying to just even find an attorney, and all the phone calls I had to make, and all the sleepless nights I had, with all the death threats coming at me viciously. I can't talk about the details of the case, but it's been some very gruesome death threats that has came to me, that has been sent to me. And it's just appalling that, people would use the internet to terrorize and to stalk and threaten someone because they don't agree with them. And I've said this many times. I said, listen, I don't have a problem with freedom of speech, but I have a problem when you escalate it to the level of threatening people, threatening people's lives and their children and their privacy. And so, I was able to secure an attorney because I wouldn't give up. I kept on fighting. And now I'm asking y'all to stand with me and help me, because I know that I got some supporters out there. Like I said, a person donated $1,000 that helped me get the ball rolling. But I still need at least 1,500 more. So I'm asking you guys I'm making an appeal to you guys, because I don't have a lot of time here. Okay. I simply don't have a lot of time to raise this funds to cover my legal fees. Now, I'm asking people that have been victimized. I'm also asking people that know that people have been victimized, that know that Black women on the internet have been attacked, to please step up to the plate and support. Here you have one of the victims. I stepped up to the plate. I wouldn't give up. I pursued my legal rights through the court system. I did everything the right way. Didn't do nothing illegal. I didn't fight the fire with fire. I went and found legal representation, and I'm handling this through the courts. If you know, and you all know, that this particular individual has been victimizing, terrorizing, stalking, threatening Black women for years and has been allowed to get away with it, here's your chance to support a Black woman that is standing up. Go to my Cash App, $Rashida and make a contribution. Guys, the bottom line is it costs money. It's not free. I wish I could sit up here and tell you that my legal representation was free. I wish that I could tell y'all that, but it's not. And so I'm appealing to the good people out there that understand what is going on. I'm appealing to the people out there that know that this particular individual has done Black women wrong and has scandalized, threatened, sent death threats, terrorized for years. Y'all know that this is wrong. Stand up with me by making a contribution today. Okay, it's very simple. All you need to do is the easiest way to help me with the funds, and rest assured the funds will go directly towards my legal fees. I've already received donations and they have gone towards the legal fees. I need help. I do not have all the funds, and that is why I'm on here asking my supporters to meet me halfway. I've already got the ball rolling. I've already started it. I've already done my part. And I'm asking you, as Black women, if you've been victimized on the internet by this individual, stand with me, support me, because I have legal assistance that is going to help me get justice in court. I've done the work. I am not on here just talking about it. I have legal assistance right now. Okay. So, but again, as anybody knows that's smart and intelligent and understands, you got to pay. So that's what I'm needing help with the most. At first, it was an issue of simply finding an attorney. You know, I had to like make a lot of phone calls. I had to work really hard. I had to be very diligent. I could not give up, but I did my part. And I'm asking each and every last one of you to do your parts. And the thing is, y'all notice that this has been going on for years. So now that you have a person that's standing up, a person that's leading this fight, I'm asking you to stand with me with contributions. I'm asking you to stand with me with your contributions. Once again, you can go to my Cash App. The Cash App is $Rashida and it's in the chat box. And see, I don't have a lot of money. I just simply don't. But what I do have is a will that is full of fight for justice. That's what I do have. And sometimes you're not going to always have the money in place. But if you have, I'm a firm believer in God, that if you have a will to fight for justice, the saying goes, where there's a will, there is a way. And folks, I know that there's somebody out there. I know that there's people out there that are willing to assist me to see this all the way through. As I stated, I have a court date in place already. I have delivered. I've done what I needed to do. I kept on fighting. I didn't give up. I have a court date. I have a protective order in place. And I'm asking you guys to find it in your hearts to help me financially, because you see that I am fighting the good fight. You see that I have been a woman of my word and that I have delivered. And I wasn't going to stop until I found legal assistance. I was not going to give up. I was not. And let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Sitting down, going through all kinds of attacks, going through the death threats constantly, dealing with all the issues that I had to deal with. And every day I just kept getting up and I kept fighting. So I'm asking you to continue to fight with me. I'm asking you to continue to fight with me. It is very, very important that you do that. So once again, you can go to my Cash App, $Rashida. This money will go towards covering my legal fees, because that is the biggest issue at this juncture. I have to cover the legal fees. It's no way of getting around that. And I don't have a lot of time. So I'm asking everybody that's in the sound of my voice to go to my Cash App. If you prefer, you can also go to my, you can go to my GoFundMe. Let's see, if you go to Rashida Strober GoFundMe, let me just type it in, Rashida Strober GoFundMe. You can also, if you want to make your contribution there, you can go there as well. I'm going to go ahead and put the GoFundMe in the chat box, and it's also in the description to this live as well. So let's see here. Scroll on down, and I'm gonna put the there we go. We put the GoFundMe. I got the GoFundMe there, and you know, again, ladies and gentlemen, you all know that this individual has been inflicting harm against Black women online for years. We all know this to be true. This is not rocket science. This is what has been going on for years. Okay. And again, we always talk about how it needs to stop. We always talk about how rights have been violated, which they absolutely have. We always talk about the terrorism, the terroristic nature of the threats. You know, we're always talking about the harm that it's doing. But again, clearly you got a person that's standing up in terms of seeking justice. And I am asking you guys again to stand up with me. This is our chance to stop this form of internet terrorism against Black women, because make no mistake, this is not just about me, Rashida Strober. This has been going on with this individual for years. If I sat here and I talked about all the stalking, the death threats, the terrorism, I might be here all night, because I'm not the only case. I'm just one that's standing up for justice. And I'm asking you to be inspired by what I'm doing in terms of seeking justice against a lawbreaker, because it's against the law. Let's understand, you cannot use the internet to inflict terrorism and to incite death threats and to threaten people. That's illegal, people. It's a crime. Disagree with a person all you want. Disagreeing is never the issue. But when it escalates to the level of terroristic threats and cyberbullying and death threats and stalking, that is illegal. That's illegal. So I ask that everybody in the sound of my voice help me to cover my legal fees. And I got to act real fast, because the court date is fast approaching, and I'm asking everybody to please go make a contribution. My Cash App, once again, is $RashidaLala. And I also put the other mechanisms of contributions there. You can go to my PayPal, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com, and you can make contributions there. You can also go to my GoFundMe by Googling Rashida Strober GoFundMe, and my website where there is darkism and colorism counseling available is darkskinactivist.com. Once again, darkskinactivist.com. And I want to thank you in advance for your contributions to my legal defense fund. And I appreciate y'all for listening. Make sure you like this video and make sure you share this video, and y'all have a wonderful evening.